Hey guys, it's Ellen and welcome back to my channel. Please ignore all my laundry in the back. I have not gotten to it. So I have been putting off so many videos because of COVID and most of them were dance planned and dance related, so I couldn't do most of them. But guess what? I have my outdoor dance recital today and I'm going to be doing a performance makeup tutorial. This is just what I do. You don't have to copy exactly what I do. So when you're first starting with your makeup, you want to make sure you have a clean face, make sure it's washed and you moisturized and did everything. I did that this morning and it's still pretty clean, so I'm gonna just go ahead into it. So first you want to start off with a primer, and the primer that I'm using is currently not the one that I use a ton. This is just my backup primer. It's by Maybelline New York. It's the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I can't remember exactly what my actual primer is, but it's not this one. But this one will do the job. You want to use a primer because if you're going to be dancing long hours, you're going to want your makeup to stay, and a primer just helps set and make sure that your makeup will stay. After you're done with your primer, you can usually go in with like color corrector if you have really red skin or you want to highlight different parts of your skin. My face isn't super red today, but I do have some spots that are really red because of acne. So to counteract with the redness, I use a green color corrector. This is also by Maybelline New York, and it's just a little stick. I just put a little on there and I'm gonna blend it in. Just the spots that are super red. And I usually like to go underneath my nose here because that part gets really red. And usually I like to go in with my finger and just put that in. Or you can use a beauty blender and just blend that in. You don't want to blend it in completely because you're going to put foundation over the top of it. Okay, so this is as blended as it's going to get. It sort of does something, at least I think it does something. I'm not quite sure. I'm not a makeup artist, so. Next you're going to want to go in with your foundation. Not all dancers have to use foundation. I just like using foundation because I feel like it gives me a clean slate. I'm using two different foundations because they're both different colors, and one's too light, one's too dark, so I just mix them together because it is summer and I am a little bit tanner than usual. So this is also by Maybelline New York. It's the 24-hour super, I think it's like the Super Stay foundation, and this is by It Cosmetics and the Fair, and it's just their foundation line. So I just go in, I have it on my hand here, and I just dab and then start dabbing all over my face. Looks kind of stupid right now, but I'm trying to get all of it off my hand so I can get all the product. You can always add more, but you don't want to put too much because then otherwise you're going to look cakey. And make sure you blend into the hairline and your neck and your ears because you don't want just a solid color on your face. So once you're done with your foundation, you're going to want to go in with a concealer. A concealer that I usually use is by CoverGirl. It's the True Blend Undercover, but this stuff is super heavy and it's also way too light for me right now because I had this back in March when I wasn't so tan. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. This stuff's great. You can use this. It's just more of my color right now. And I just apply underneath the eyes and on a couple of spots. then you're just going to take your beauty blender and then blend it all in. Once you're done with your concealer, I go in and set my face with just a powder, or you can do a loose powder. I do have the Fit Me Matte Poreless Powder by Maybelline again, but this is just a tad too fair for me, so I'm going to use this a little bit, but then I'm going to go in and bake with the Bye Bye Pores by IT Cosmetics. This stuff I live by. This is awesome. I live by it. So I'm just going to go in with my face. So I have this big brush by IT Cosmetics that I like to use, or I also have this little one that I can get underneath the eyes and stuff. Well, my cat just decided to wake up. I'm just going to take this and brush it on. You want to say hi? She's like, no. Now I'm going to take the smaller brush to just get underneath the eyes a little bit better. The next step in our makeup is contouring. I'm going to contour my nose first, and what I use for that is also by Maybelline. Surprise, I use a lot of Maybelline products. It's a master contour stick where half of it is like a concealer and half of it's like a contour, so I'm just going to go ahead and with the contour side. You don't have to contour your nose, it's just something that I do for fun, you know. And then I'm going to take the concealer side and just go down straight the middle. One second, I need to see if... Okay. So that's after contouring my nose, and I don't use a contour stick for the rest of my face. I just use a darker Fit Me Matte Poreless powder, and I use this brush to contour the rest of my face. It's just a little bit darker. This is the 360 and it's mocha. I just get a darker color instead of paying more money for like a contour palette. After you're done with your contour, you have to go in with a blush. And my dance company provides a blush for us, but it's super duper heavy and it's just too much for me. So I have a lighter one. This is by Pure Cosmetics and it's the Marble Pink Powder one. It's a little bit lighter, but it still does the job. Last step of your face makeup is highlighter, which is one of my favorites. I have this highlighting palette I've had for years. It's called Strobe and Glow. I don't know where I got it, but it comes with 4 different highlighter options. I do like to mix and match, of course. I love to mix Sunset and Glow together just because I have never used Goddess, just because it seems super dark. So this is my highlighting brush I'm going to be using, and I highlight here on my nose, my Cupid's bow, and then after I'm done with my eye makeup later, I do a little bit of highlighting underneath my brow bone. So we're officially done with the face part of my makeup. Now we're gonna get into eyes, which is a little bit more complicated for me because I'm not very good at eye makeup, but you know, we make do with what I have, so, and my skills, so. Sorry, my card said my memory card got full, so I had to stop. Unless you want to use like a darker look for a performance or something like that, I would just use this. It keeps saying my card is full. I really hope this is focused, because if it's not, I'm going to cry. Okay, so I'm going to do this quickly. So we just did mascara. I just put a little bit on because I'm going to be going in with some fake lashes here. I am not an expert on fake lashes, so don't come at me. This is just me trying my best, you know. I'm just going to go in for it. Glue that I use is by Kiss, and it's the strip adhesive, and it has aloe in it, so it should be good for your eyelids. And you just want to go in with whatever eyelash, and make sure you cut to size because they do come a little bit bigger than a normal person's eye. And then you just brush on the glue. And you want to wait a couple of seconds to let it get tacky so you can blow on it, or you can wave it around like this a little bit just so it can get tacky. And now I don't know if I'm going to get the perfect angle at this because this takes a lot of work, so. Not my best, but you gotta work with what you got. So now you're gonna go with a little bit more mascara to fuse the two lashes together. Okay, the very last thing you do is put your lipstick on. My company wears red lipstick, and this is just by NYX. I like this one because it comes off pretty easily. All you have to add lastly is a setting spray, and this is by Wet n Wild. It's the matte finish spray, just to set your makeup. There you have it. This is the final look for your performance. This is what my company does, and this is typically what I do for a performance. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more dance videos from me, please subscribe down below, or you can like this video if you want. Comment more video ideas, I'd love hearing that, or you can follow me on my Instagram, and I usually post things on my story for asking for video ideas if you guys want to put your input in. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.